Sasha.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, so in the private chat, you said that you have a girlfriend. She wants to wait until marriage for
Yeah.
sex, but you did have intercourse with her.
Yes, sir. So, we're both 19. We started dating 4 months ago,
Hmm.
and when we started dating, I found out that she's a virgin,
Hmm.
and going forward, I understood that it's not a lie, and she just said to me in the beginning that she's not necessarily waiting for marriage. She's just waiting for a right moment.
Hmm.
Um, and we had that right moment. I went for my like jujitsu competition. It just happened. And
Hang on,
like,
hang on a sec. At your jujitsu competition,
yeah, we went out of town. Like she
did you
wanted it
just
to be.
win?
I got second place for the first time in black belt division, so I'm very happy. I'm a
How
purple belt.
many
So.
competitors were in that?
In the black belt bracket, it was five, so relatively small division. But
Okay, so
I
two out of
fought a
five.
yeah, I got second place.
Not
So
bad, not bad.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I said, like this is one of the things that really turns women on is when they see a man chasing excellence, doing something competitive and winning. You didn't
100%.
come in first, but even second place was good enough for at that occasion to, hey, let's get it on, right?
100%, 100%. So yeah, and when it happened, obviously it was consensual,
Mm,
but after, I don't know if this is her upbringing. Um, she does have a single mom, and she just started regretting it, and she said that it was like almost a traumatic experience after the regret
mm,
itself. And I was like, hey, you know what? Listen, it's fine. We'll just do it whenever it happens again. Like, let it happen organically.
mm.
And weeks passed, and it's been getting worse and worse. And she gave me an ultimatum almost as if like, hey, like I can't go against my heart. Reality is like I want to wait till marriage. And yeah, I was kind of I don't know what I wasn't sure what to do.
Well, this is a difficult situation for a man because if you have a man that has a bus pass and he's been taking the bus for years, and then you throw him the keys to a sports car, BMW, maybe something nicer like a McLaren, and then he drives that, and then you take away the keys and you say, "Sorry, now that you've had to go, you can't have this ever again. You're gonna have to take the
Mhm.
bus again until I say
Right.
so." That's a very difficult predicament for men to be in. I had this I had this gal who purportedly was a 21-year-old virgin, and you probably, some of you guys watching right now will know that I had this scheduled for a Playing to Win podcast because I legitimately wanted to dive into the topic with her and see what kind of assistance I could offer because she's basically like every guy that I'm with, uh, they want to bang me and then they dump me or they'll cheat on me. And it's like, you know, I mean, I never did the show, long story short, so it's not there because she wouldn't verify her identity. She gave me social media and I looked at that, but she wouldn't turn on her camera, before the show. So I didn't believe that she was who she said she was. But long story short, I mean, you get situations like this where women will deny you sex unless you marry them. Fine. Uh, Perhaps a noble thing to do. But then they get mad if you've already had sex either with her or in most cases with somebody else, and they
Right.
want you to deny having sex until they say so, and then they
Mhm.
get mad if you cheat on them, right? It's like,
Right.
it's the whole thing, like, if you've been driving a McLaren and then you're told to throw away the keys and get on the bus, you're going to be like, for really, like, for how long, like I have to do that sort of
Right.
thing. So it's a difficult predicament if you don't have. And by the way, it's different for men and women too. Like, notch counts do not affect men the way that they affect women. Women
Mhm.
have a very low likelihood of being happy in a long-term marriage. Let me get the graph here because I have it saved in my phone. Um,
Mhm.
so if you're a virgin at marriage, your chances of happiness calculated over a 10-year span of time. And this is from the Teachman study. Sorry, there's two studies, the Teachman study and the Heritage study. You have an 80% chance of being happy in that marriage after 10 years if you're married as a virgin as a woman. If you've had one partner, that drops to 53%. If you've had five partners, it drops to 29%.
Wow.
So if marriage is important to you, if you have religious convictions, then you should marry a virgin.
Mhm.
I mean, the data seems very, very clear on that.
Right.
The chances of you finding a virgin is very, very remote in North America, and the older the woman is, the more remote the chances of you finding one are going to be. So
Mhm.
while it's a noble cause, like, does it matter to you? Do you see her as wife material? Is she going to be the mother of your kids? Is this a religious issue for you? Like, if all of those things are no, 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 and you just want to have some sex and, chasing excellence is more important, then I would let her go.
Mhm. Well, I would say certainly, this girl has genuine burning desire. I have read your book, and she does not have a lot of like red flags. I would say the only one is jealousy. It
Mhm.
does have, maybe it does have to do with the fact I've had partners before and she didn't,
Mhm.
you know. But I'm
You're only
just in a,
4 months into this
yeah,
relationship. 4 months is not a lot of time. You don't know what this chick's made of.
right.
You
So
don't
so
know
I'm
how she's going to react to stress. You don't know any of these things until they start happening over time, right?
Mhm.
So again, the question that you're asking is, I like sex. I'd like to have sex. We had sex. Now she doesn't want to have sex. She's, reneging on it.
Mhm.
She's got more than one red flag. I mean, you said that she's got jealousy issues, but she's also from a single mother household and she doesn't have a relationship with her father.
Right. Yeah, that is
So
true.
you'll probably start to see more and more as, time goes on. They start to pop
Mhm.
up. Like, a chick from a stable household is a better choice than a chick from a single mother household
hundred
every
percent.
every single time, right? So again,
That's
you're
so
only
true.
4 months into this thing here, right? So
Mhm.
I would look, dude. So you're a young man and you don't know a lot about women, and it's the whole thing, like, you don't know what you don't know.
Mhm.
So if if you're not religious, it doesn't sound like you are.
Not really. Not really as much. No.
So why would you abandon your sexual strategy? Why would you abandon what matters to you because somebody else tells you to do so? And they may not
Mhm.
be, you know, a great
Right.
choice 4 months in, right? So like, think about it. Like, all I'm saying
Mhm.
is, think about what matters to you. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying put
Mhm.
yourself first and think about what matters to you,
Right.
right?
I want to ask you a question about this. If I were to wait, would that be considered? I don't know if it's the right word. Would that be considered weak, as if I'm going into her manipulation? So
Yeah,
it's, I don't know.
it
Yeah.
is. It is because she's already had sex with you. She's
Right.
already consensually wanted you. She's had genuine burning desire. She's already had
Mhm.
sex with you when you won the competition. When you came in second place. She's already done it,
Right.
right? So
Hmm.
it's like, again, it's like, here's the keys to my McLaren. Go drive it. Then you take the keys away and say, "Fuck you. You can't have it anymore."
I
Not
see.
until you put a ring on this finger,
Yeah.
right?
I see what you mean. Yeah. I was just
Like,
gonna.
that's a game. Like, that's a game. Like, I would
Mhm.
have more respect for her if she was a virgin, maintained her virginity, and didn't give it up, and then say, "Oh, now that I've given it up and given you a little taste of the cookie, you can never have the cookie again."
Mhm. I completely understand that.
See what I'm saying?
Completely understand. Of course, 100%. I see what
It's
you mean.
it's one of those things, man. Like, you're gonna have to think about this one, for yourself.
For sure. Yeah. I'm taking some time for that. Yeah.
You were the
I,
guy that
I
DM'd me, right?
I was. Yes, I did
Good.
DM you. Yeah.
Very
I'm not
good.
sure if you.
See, this man paid attention to the, to the autoresponder. Call in on the show, ask these questions. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
help me out by allowing me to create content on these interesting topics, and you get answers too, right?
Of course, 100%. 100%.
All right,
Uh,
Sasha?
and, and lastly, I wanted to ask. This is out of topic.
Mhm.
I am a jiu-jitsu competitor, and I am young, 19.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not in college currently, and I have this pressure that I should be in college,
Mhm.
but I am chasing excellence. I'm in a big gym for jiu-jitsu, and I have big goals in competing. Like, I've been doing this for years,
Mhm.
and that's the only concern is financial excellence. I did get my real estate license,
Mhm.
working with my dad under his brokerage, and I was just curious because I'm feeling a pressure, like as if I can't do these two things at the same time and achieve success, as if I have to focus on one. And this pressure is coming kind of from my father.
Well, you can train in combat sports and do real estate.
But do you believe you could be a professional in combat sports and do real estate at the same time?
Uh, okay, well, I mean, the problem with selling real estate is you're on call pretty much all the time. If you have a class schedule or a competition on a weekend and you get a call from a client to, take a look at a house that might net you 30 grand in commission, you've got a
Mhm.
difficult decision to make, right?
100%.
So
I
it
see.
so it could potentially conflict.
Mhm.
There are things that you can do to earn an income that wouldn't conflict. That's one of the
Mhm.
downsides to real estate.
I see.
I remember I was out on a date once with this gal that was a real estate agent. I just don't fucking like. I wouldn't date them again or let them pull this shit. But this is long before I unplugged and all that sort of stuff. And we're sitting there having sushi, and she gets a text message. She's like, "I gotta go." I'm like, "Go where exactly?" "Oh, I got to do a showing. I got a client that needs to see this house right now, and it looks like it's going to sell." I'm like, "You got to be fucking kidding!" Like, this is the life of a real estate agent,
I see.
right?
I see.
Um,
That's fun.
one of the good things, by the way, if you're good at jujitsu and you're competing, is you call it a good thing or a bad thing, but you're probably going to find that women will start throwing themselves at you or expressing significant interest, especially when you're winning.
I certainly found that it's crazy because I mean, growing up as a teenager, I had no attention from girls at all. I was super unconfident, and as soon as I went through puberty and I just started being active on Instagram, it's just been nonstop. Like it's been nonstop
And
activity.
that's why she has jealousy, because she has competition anxiety around it, because she knows that you could get it and she gave it to
Right.
you when you were at a competition and came in second place. So
Mhm.
she's always going to have that anxiety around it, right?
Most definitely. She actually brings it up, like, oh well, you don't understand my side because you already have this much bodies before me. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of a manipulation tactic, I guess.
Don't let women manipulate you, man.
100%. 100%. Thank you for the book. Thank
All
you
right,
for the
Sasha.
book.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Thanks. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.